Welcome back to Good Day. This is a really big day for us here at WTOL 11. It is Donate Life, the big green chair sit-in. We take 24 hours and we encourage you to look into organ donation and whether you want to join that list to be an organ donor. And we provide some information throughout the course of the day on what it means to be an organ donor and some of those myths and misconceptions out there. We try to put those to rest for you, but we also share some really beautiful stories with you about how organ donation has changed people's lives. So we're kicking things off here this morning, and we have Tammy Sprow with us. You have done the Donate Life Big Green Chair Sit-in a number of years.
A few times,
so
yeah.
welcome back.
Thank you.
Your husband, Cory,
yes,
was a donor.
He was.
Yeah.
He was. It was around about 13 years ago, and there was a car accident,
yeah.
and he had a brain injury, and we were able to be able to, on his license, see that he was a donor and make that gift.
Yeah, so it's tough because sometimes you don't always have these conversations as families ahead of time, but that's why it is important to maybe put that on your driver's license, make your wishes known. So unfortunately, when you are in these situations, you know how your loved one would have wanted you to proceed.
Exactly, it's so important, and you're right, it's a hard conversation to have. I think we would have gotten there anyway if it wasn't, you know, that was just, Cory was a teacher and a coach and a principal, and it just is kind of how he lived his life, giving. So I think we would have gotten there, but in that moment when you have all these other things going on, to have that assurance that he put it on there was a blessing for sure.
So you know he was able to save lives. Do you know how many or what?
We know he was able to donate his kidneys and his liver, and then through the eye and tissue donation as well. So
wow.
Yeah,
so quite a few. For
sure, 3 organs, and then they give you this beautiful list of from the tissue services, and it's 50, 100 different people.
Wow, who could be healed
exactly
through that.
Yes.
So it's difficult. You're having the worst day of your life, losing your husband, your daughters, losing their father. How does it help you to say, okay, well, he did this?
So my favorite line is, I get to tell my daughters that their dad was a hero, right? We all talk about, like, your dad was amazing, but in the truest sense of the word, he saved 3 lives and affected a bunch of others. So to be able, they were 6 and 9 when he had the accident, so to be able to say that to them. And then I was reflecting on it recently, and I thought to myself, it's also been a benefit for me. So you're raising 2 daughters on your own as a solo parent, and there's a lot of pressure to be this role model and to be everything. And I think for my work with Life Connection has given me the chance to sort of model to them, like, this really bad thing happened to us, but we can turn it into something good, and we can choose to turn it into something good and positive and joyful.
It's a choice, because you could choose to not, but you chose
exactly. And Life Connection is amazing in that they provide that avenue to get involved in different things and meet different people, and they kind of become your family. But just to be able, I hope to be that role model to my daughters as they've grown up.
You are, for sure. We just chatted, and 22 and 19.
22 and 19.
One just got married, one's going to college. Beautiful, beautiful girls, beautiful lives. And their father, Cory, here is still with them, every step of their journeys. But it's beautiful for them to know too that, as you said, their dad's a hero.
He is.
He's a hero. So if you want to get some more information about organ, eye, and tissue donation, Donate Life is where you need to go. Lifeconnection.org is the website there listed on your screen, and you can answer any questions that you have. There's so much information there. You can join the registry there as well if you aren't already on that registry, or as you mentioned, on the driver's license.
Yes.
You can make sure to indicate there that you want to be an organ donor, and we appreciate you sharing this story of Cory, year after year, because we know it's difficult, and it was difficult, but we appreciate, because there's so many people out there whose lives can be changed and saved through organ, eye, and tissue donation. Thanks for being here today.
Thanks for having me.
Yes, and we appreciate it, and we're going to hear more from the green chair over the course of the next 24 hours.